Salah times refers to times when Muslims perform prayers. The term is primarily used for the 5 daily prayers plus the Friday prayer. According to Muslim beliefs, the Salah times were taught by Allah to Muhammad. Prayer times are standard for Muslims in the world, especially the Fard prayer times. They depend on the condition of the sun and geography. There are varying opinions regarding the exact Salah times, the schools of Islamic thought differing in minor details. All schools agree that any given prayer cannot be performed before its stipulated time. 5 daily times airs. The 5 daily prayers are obligatory and they're performed at times determined essentially by the position of the sun in the sky. Hence, Salah times vary at different locations on the earth. Video about Salat. Printable prayer description. Fajr begins its subsaudic true dawn, a morning twilight when the morning light appears across the full width of the sky and ends at sunrise. The Duha prayer starts after the sun passes its zenith and lasts almost 20 minutes before Asr. It's better to say the Salah in between 2 hours after the Azan has been announced from mosque. Shia differs regarding end of Duha time. Per all major Jafari jurists, end of Duha time is about 10 minutes before sunset, the time that belongs exclusively to Asr prayer. Duha and Asr time overlaps, apart from first 5 minutes of Duha, which is exclusively delegated for it. Asr prayer cannot be offered before Duha in the Duha time. The Asr prayer starts when the shadow of an object is the same length as the object itself plus the shadow length at Duha, and lasts till sunset. Asr can be split into 2 sections. The preferred time is before the sun starts to turn orange, while the time of necessity is from when the sun turns orange until sunset. Shia differs regarding start of Asr time. Per all major Jafari jurists, start of Asr time is about 5 minutes after the time of sun passing through zenith. The time belongs exclusively to Duha prayer. Time for Duha and Asr prayers overlap, but the Duha prayer must be offered before Asr, except the time about 10 minutes before sunset, which is delegated exclusively to Asr. In the case that the mentioned time is reached, Asr prayer should be offered first and Duha prayer should be offered after Asr. Maghrib. The Maghrib prayer begins when the sun sets, and lasts till the red light has left the sky in the west. Isha. The Isha prayer starts when the red light is gone from the western sky, and lasts until the rise of the white light in the east. The preferred time for Isha is before midnight, meaning halfway between sunset and sunrise. Video Salat Isha in Mecca and Medina. Friday prayer. The Friday prayer replaces the Duha prayer performed on the other 6 days of the week. The precise time for this congregational prayer varies with the mosque, but in all cases it must be performed after the Duha and before the Asr times. If one is unable to join the congregation, then they must pray the Duha prayer instead. This Salah is compulsory to be done with Jama'at for men. Women have the option to perform Jum'ah in the mosque to praise Video Salat Juma Friday in Mecca and Medina. Other Salah, Eid prayers, Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. Video Salat Eid al-Fitr in Mecca and Medina. Video Salat Eid al-Adha in Mecca and Medina. Tarawih, also known as Salat Qiyam al-Layl. This Salat is considered Nafila and is performed during the month of Ramadan. The prayer is performed after Isha prayer, usually in congregation. 8 to 20 rakat are typically performed, however, a short reset is taken after 2 rakat. Video Salat Tarawih in Mecca and Medina, Ramadan 1429 Ara 2008 AC. Salat al-Janazah. Please see Duha in this link. http://www.islamforamal.com. Contents 2. Salat, funeral prayer, Salat-e-Janazah. Salat-e-Janazah, a namaz janazah. the Muslims of the community gather to offer the collective prayers for the forgiveness of the dead. This prayer has been generally termed as the namaz janazah. The prayer is offered in a particular way with extra takbirs, but there is no rukun sajda. It becomes obligatory for every Muslim adult male to perform the funeral prayer upon the death of any Muslim. However, when it is performed by the few, it will not be obligation for all. Women also can attend the prayer method of namaz janazah intention. I intend to offer for Allah 4 takbirs of funeral salah, with my praise for Allah and darood for Rasulullah and prayer for this deceased person. I adopt Imam as leader and I face towards Kaaba. The Imam makes the same intention. 1. The prayer begins with first takbir of Allahu Akbar by Imam. The Imam must say all the takbir aloud, whereas the Muqtadi must repeat them silently. When first takbir is said by Imam, the followers should repeat the takbir silently and lift both the hand up to the ears, palm facing Qibla, and keep the hands under the navel, right hand on top of left. Then recite Sana with addition of one word. Transliteration: Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa tabarakasmuka wa ta'ala jaduka wa jalasanaroka wa la ilaha ghairuka. Translation: Glory be to you, O Allah, and praise be to you, and blessed is your name, and exalted is your majesty, and there is none to be served besides you. 2. The Imam say the second takbir of Allahu Akbar, which is followed by the followers. This time no need of raising the hands, and then recite both the Darood Sharif. Transliteration: Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad and kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidum majid. Translation: O Allah, send grace and honor on Muhammad and on the family and true followers of Muhammad, just as you sent grace and honor on Ibrahim and on the family and his true followers. Surely, you are praiseworthy, the great. Transliteration: Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad and kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidum majid. Translation: O Allah, send your blessing on Muhammad and the true followers of Muhammad, just as you sent blessings on Ibrahim and his true followers. Surely you are praiseworthy, the great. 3. The Imam say Allahu Akbar as the third takbir and is followed by the followers in the same way as it was done at the time of second takbir, and then recite following dua silently. Transliteration: Allahumma ighfir li hayyina wa maytana wa shahidana wa gharibina wa sakirina wa kabirina wa sakirina wa ansana. Allahumma man ahyaytahu min afayyahi al-Islam. Wayman tawafaritahu min afatawafahu al-Iman. Translation: O Allah, forgive those of us who are alive and those of us who are dead, those of us who are present and those of us who are absent, those of us who are young and those of us who are adults, our males and our females. O Allah, whomsoever you keep alive, let him live as a follower of Islam, and whomsoever you cause to die, let him die as a believer. The Imam say the takbir of Allahu Akbar as the fourth takbir. The followers also repeat the same silently, and then salutation on right and then left. This ends the namaz janazah for adults. If the dead person is a minor, the funeral dua is different for the male and different for the female. Up to third takbir the namaz is same. Thereafter the dua is different. Dua for male child is as under. Transliteration: Allahumma jalolana farata waj alolana ajra wa zukra waj alolana shafo wa mushafa'an. Translation: O Allah, make him for our means of preservation, and make him a source of reward and treasure for us, and make him a pleader for us, and one whose pleading is accepted. Do if a female child is as under transliteration. Alhamdulillah Faratau Waj Alalana Rajrao Wazukra Waj Alalana Shafo wa Mushafa'an. Translation: O Allah, make her for our means of preservation and make her a source of reward and treasure for us, and make her a pleader for us and one whose pleading is accepted. Request to remember me in your praise. Muhammad Azam Rana Jasak Allah.